Unsolved 1991, the case of 38-year-old Nicholas John Hanscom. Nicholas Hanscom was stabbed to death at the Notting Hill Carnival at around 10:15 p.m. on the 25th of August 1991. He was stabbed in the groin with a Rambo-style knife in Fernhead Road. The wound severed the femoral artery in his left thigh. He had been leaving the event when he had got involved in an argument with some youths. Witnesses said that they saw 6 men standing around him before one of them stabbed him in the groin. He staggered about 100 yards and then fell into the arms of a policeman and was taken to St Mary's Hospital in Paddington, but died 3 hours later from massive blood loss. The police said that they were looking for a gang of black youths aged between 16 and 20 who were thought to have been arguing with Nicholas Hanscom before he was stabbed. They said that there had been 6 black men and 2 black girls, and that one of them had been dressed in a baseball cap and t-shirt, both with the Washington Redskins emblems. The police also appealed for anyone that had been around the Libido float on the Sunday evening around 10 p.m. to come forward, saying that they wanted to speak to both people on it and those who'd been dancing around it. The police later appealed for a black woman that was seen standing near the place where Nicholas Hanscom was stabbed to come forward in case she had any information that could help. She was described as being aged between 18 and 25, with bobbed hair and wearing a black and white diagonally striped lycra cycling outfit. 3 women that were standing nearby eventually came forward, but the murderer was not identified. The police said that they had studied thousands of hours of videotape and later released 3 stills of the revellers. Several people were arrested in connection with the murder, including a 16-year-old youth around the 28th of August 1991. A 24-year-old man was arrested in Brighton on the 21st of October 1991, but later ruled out of the investigation. However, in September 1992, the police said that they were satisfied that they knew who murdered him, but they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute. They said that they had to let them slip through their fingers because the key witnesses refused to give evidence on record. The detective said, "We've really finished the investigation. A number of men were brought in. We are satisfied we got the right men, but there is not enough evidence to convict them. We had a mystery caller who could have helped us greatly. We had a couple of meetups, but he never showed. We just couldn't connect them formally. All the evidence we received from many people worked. It all fits, but these people won't go on record because they fear reprisals." Nicholas Hanscom had been following the procession with other members of his religious sect and had been following the Libido float as it was leaving the main carnival. The carnival was otherwise noted as being one of the most peaceful carnivals on record. It was said about 1 million people had attended the carnival, and that about 55 crimes were reported, including 4 stabbings, and that 60 people had been arrested, which was described as a drop compared to the previous year. However, a local councillor said that it was unfair for the murder to be blamed on the carnival community, stating that Nicholas Hanscom was stabbed 2 miles from the centre of the carnival and that there was no way that they should have to take responsibility for it. A police chief superintendent said he had been very pleased with the way the festival went, saying there had been 1 or 2 disappointing events, but overall we are very encouraged. Nicholas Hanscom was a doctor of science and had been involved in the development of the DNA genetic fingerprint test, and at the time had been researching tinnitus, which causes ringing in the ears. He had a PhD in physics and biology, a double first from Cambridge in molecular biology, and a doctorate in genetic engineering. He had lived in Highgate, London at the time. Nothing more is known about the case, and it remains unsolved to this day.